All right, so today we're going to talk about solving inequalities. It's going to be very similar to solving regular equations, except we have inequality symbols like greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, or could have not equal to. All right, if you don't know how to plot inequalities on a number line, you need to watch the first video to help you with that. I will also go over it a little while we are solving today. Okay. So the steps are the same as solving a normal equation. So we'll start with a two-step here. We have 6x minus 5 is greater than negative 11, sorry. So the goal is to, again, get x alone to isolate the x variable. So I'm going to move everything to the opposite side using inverse operation. So I'm going to start with the constant 5. I'm going to add 5 to both sides because it's the inverse of subtracting 5. So I end up with 6x is greater than negative 6. Then inverse of multiplication is division. So I'm going to divide both sides by 6. And I end up with x is greater than negative 1. Now to plot that on the number line, just draw a number line. We're going to put a hash mark to represent negative 1. And it's going to be an open circle on negative 1. And I'm going to shade to the right to represent greater than. Okay, again, if you don't understand this part, you need to watch the first video. Okay, all right, second problem here. I got variables on both sides now, so think about what we talked about. Don't call me after midnight. Distribute, move the variable. I'm sorry. Don't call me after midnight. Distribute, combine like terms on the same side, then move the variable. Then multiply, divide, add, subtract, or add, subtract, multiply, divide. All right, so let's get the variables together because we can't do the first two steps, no distributing, no combining on the same side. So I'm going to subtract m on both sides, okay, to get my variables together. I move the smaller one. So that gives me 3m, bring down minus 5 is less than 2. I just brought the 2 down from here. Okay, I'm going to add 5 on both sides. So I am left with 3m is less than 7. Last up, divide both sides by 3. And I'm going to be left with a fraction. M is less than 7 over 3. Or you can change it to a decimal if you want to. All right, again, draw your number line. Or if there's one already given, you got to find this point on the number line. Open circle, and we're going to shade to the left because it's less than. Okay. All right, one more. So we have 3 cubed minus 1 is greater than or equal to 6 cubed plus 3. So no distributing, no combining like terms on the same side. Now we can move our variable. We're going to move the smaller one, subtract 3 cubed on both sides. It's gone here. Bring down negative 1, greater than or equal to 6 minus 3 is 3 cubed plus 3. All right. So now this is a two-step equation. Just subtract 3 on both sides. And I'm left with negative 4 is greater than or equal to 3q. I'm going to divide both sides by 3. The 3 cancels out, so I am left with negative 4 over 3 is greater than or equal to q. And then I'm just going to flip this to have the variable on the left side. Now when I flip it, if the mouth is open, whatever the mouth is open towards, it still needs to be open towards that number. So if I am flipping q in negative 4/3, the mouth is open towards the 4/3. So when I flip it, it needs to still be open towards 4/3, negative 4/3. So there's my answer. I'm going to put it on a number line. Let me erase this so we can have some space. All right, so plot the number. That's going to represent negative 4/3. It's going to be a closed circle this time. and I am going to shade to the left for less than. Okay, and that is it. If you have any questions, please let me know. Also, if you're having trouble with the graphing of the number line, watch the video before. Okay, all right.